Um, then there's, Zelgadis.
Probably one of the most. He's probably the guy you can relate to the most.
Yeah. He has common sense. He's a badass in his own will. He's not emo at all, thank God.
He's kind of like, it's like, he's kind of like Zero from Mega Man X. Yeah, he doesn't have a ponytail.
He was once a human being until Rezo turned him into a chimera, which is like 1/3 demon, 1/3 stone, 1/3...
Golem.
Yeah, golem. And as a result, he looks like a stone dude with leprosy, but I actually think...
Oh, that was low. Dude, no, that was low.
But actually he's a bad...
That was so awful, I should have said it.
Because when he gets attacked, like, normal weapons can't really hurt him that much. I mean, you could shoot guns at him. You can shoot flintlock pistols at him, and he'll be able to brush it off, and sometimes a sword, you know, won't be able to cut him.
Because, like,
he can still get choked to death, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that in that movie. I remember watching the commentary. I was like, okay, I'm made of stone, so how do you choke me?
Yeah, I know. And he had two different voice actors. I don't know who the first one was, but the second one, which stuck with him until this date, until today, or until present, Chris Freeman, who...
Oh, God. I love that guy.
Yeah, he voices Alucard, he voices Bucky, the Winter Soldier, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
He was Iron Man in the sequel to that game.
Yeah.
He was also Electro in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, yes, he was.
I am Electro!
So he's a great voice actor.
Oh, yeah.
Next!
Although people keep telling me that he should play Knuckles, but I can't really hear it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. Just for...
So yeah, mostly his life goal is that he wants to, like, return to his humanity, and they never resolved that at the end of the third season. Can we spoil it? Too late. I'm gonna fucking spoil it. If you haven't watched this series, what's wrong?
That's your fault.
What's wrong with you?
And, like, what's good about him is, though, he's one of the very few characters that will not take Lena's crap.
Yeah, and sometimes he gets depressed about it.
There's this one episode where, like, I think it's the episode where... I don't remember what her name. Martina puts that curse on Lena. Like, they're about to go into this all-you-can-eat restaurant. He grabs her and says, so let me get this straight. We traveled all this way so you can eat, yeah? He picks her up and slams her on the ground and yells at her. It's like, I am not taking your crap.
Then again, at the same time, how could you not expect Lena to do that? She's got a fucking stomach the size of Mount Rushmore.
Aye.
And, you know, Naga the Serpent with her excessive alcoholism.
And front-loaded anvils.
Yeah, that too. Then, there was this, like, one time where, I think it was in the episode with the puppet, where they had to dress up as dolls. But there was, like, this one time where, like, Zelgadis was, like, having some sort of identity crisis or whatever, and he's, like, murmuring to himself, he's like, am I just going to spend the rest of my life with Lena and her silly actions?
Oh, yeah. What is the meaning of my existence?
Yes!
I think we've all had moments like that. We just sit there and ask ourselves that.
And, he's a great character. I don't know if
his magic, though, in terms of, like, abilities, I mean, because what's good about it is not all the characters use the same kind of skill. I mean, you haven't got, like, 4 guys who use the fucking Kamehameha in this series. They all use different things, and what his is, it attacks you on the astral level.
Yeah, and he's also somewhat of a swordsman. He's not as skilled as Gary, but he's got his own like, techniques. And he does have, like, some crowning moments of badass. Like, there was this time in Slayer's Try where there was a bunch of lizard people. You know, they had guns, and this was, like, the first time they experienced people who used gunpowder for weaponry because it was, like, outside the demon barrier that was once there.
Very long story.
Yeah, very long story. Well, they were all shooting at him. He's walking off because he's made of stone. He's like, that's not how you use guns. He pulls out 2 pistols and goes, this is how you use guns. And he just Clint Eastwood shoots them all down.
Fuck yes. Boners were achieved.
Yes, boner achieved.
And it's like, because what's cool about it is, it's like, he's kind of like the perfect person to hang around with Lena, because the other 2 are kind of retarded, but it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, well, let's actually cover Amelia. She was like the last...
Oh, God.
She was the last of the major 4 to show up at the series. Her first voice actress was really annoying.
I
I remember when she delivered the after Lena did Dragon Slave once, she actually delivered the line "My hero" like a creepy lesbian.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know for a while when they recast the character, they got Veronica Taylor to play it.
Veronica Taylor, and she was Lucy Christian in the ADV dub of Slayer's Premium.
Yeah, that one was okay, but I just wasn't really feeling it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Miss Yukari from Azumanga Daioh should just stay as...
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's the same
show.
voice actress.
Cool.
Yeah, I know my anime voice actors, trust me.
Fair enough.
Amelia, the hero of love and justice. Completely corny character, but she is funny, and I don't know. Veronica Taylor does pull it off as well, but sometimes she does come off on the whiny side.
And she always has to climb up giant, like, phallic objects and start proclaiming the... I'm just waiting for a one just to say, justice will prevail. Just kidding.
Every time she tries to jump down 20 feet in the air, she lands on her fucking neck.
They even make fun of that in Next when Martina does it by accident. Goes, "Nah, you're supposed to do it like this."
She also uses some I forgot what kind of spell. She's not a white mage. That's mostly Sylphiel's job. She does have some healing spells or whatever, but I forgot what hers. She basically shares almost the same techniques as Elgatus. There was even this one spell she had where she turned her hands into like energy boxing gloves.
I think what she uses, I mean, I'm not sure, it's not black magic. I think it's a combination of both of what Lena and Zell use.
All right, hold on, let me pull it out. I actually have.
I think it's white magic.
I actually have a D&D player book to.
Fair enough. I know, because I remember, like, in the first series, Lena did say, you know, some sort of, like, princess of white magic or something like that. She mainly specialized, like, in healing. Mm-hmm. She's kind of like a white mage character, I guess.
And then there were some other characters. There was Sylphia, who was this white mage, and she was supposed to be, like, shoved into this weird love... I don't even know. I can't even call it a love triangle with Lena, Gary, and her.
Alright. Her dear Gowry, she keeps calling him.
Yeah. And she also had a different voice actress in Slayers Revolution for some reason.
Oh, she's in that one, is she?
Yeah, she shows up, like, at the end of the series like she always does. And...
Cool.
She has a much more high-pitched voice than her usual voice.
Oh, God, I'm gonna hate... And I always just...
Actually, I'm okay with it.
It's like, where have you been all this time? Oh, you know, I've been trying to learn how to emote, you know, I've just... still working on it.
Well,
oh, dear Gowry, you are safe. I'm like Kristen Hayden Church, whatever his name is.
Oh, that's cold, man. Enough with George Lucas.
Enough!
I hate him, too. J.J. Abrams should have directed the Star Wars prequels, and George Lucas should have directed people to their seats.
Oh God! Well, the sad thing is, I want to see George Lucas and Michael Bay try and do Cloverfield to see how they can fuck that up.
Okay, back to Slayers.
Yes, of course.
She was actually relevant at the end of the first season when they were being framed by Rezo, who was thought to be dead.
Yeah.
But it turns out he's a clone, blah, blah, blah. One of my...
Was he called Ben Reilly?
Oh, no. Enough!
I had to do it, I'm sorry. Maximum Spike.
One of the things that I actually remember from Sylphia is that two things. One, when Lena was critically wounded and she had to, like, heal her or whatever, she actually lifted up her head and accidentally bumped into I think it was like to a tree branch or to a wall or whatever.
Yeah.
That was funny. It's like, oh, I gotta take care of you.
Ow! I'm stupid.
And the second thing I remember is that in her childhood, like, she knew about the inside of the Tree Lagoon, like being this big place where the Holy Sword is or whatever. I think it was a sword they find. It's like, and she actually admitted that she used to, like, hide there when she was a kid and the whole fucking town would look for her.
You'll never find me.
Shh. I like that character. She should have showed up more. She showed up again at the end of Slayer's Next, like I said before.
Yeah.
And I like how she showed up. She was like, she hid in a freaking bush where And Lena's like, okay, can you please come out? And then she waves a tiny little flag of surrender. Because if you do not wave a tiny little flag of surrender, Lena will kill you and burn you in that bush. She does it anyway.
Fair enough. Like, of course. God, man. And they had like, who was the other ones? They had that girl in the third one.
Philia?
Yeah, she's kind of like a hybrid of Ziphiel and Martina, to be honest.
Really, I find her as a hybrid between her and Amelia. I do not like her true goody-goody. Dude, they could have broken out of that prison and caused some crazy shit. And then they said, oh no, we can't do that. We gotta let the law handle it. I've been like, fuck the law! Boom!
Yeah.
The only thing I like about
fuck
her...
the police.
Yeah, fuck the police. The only thing I like about her is that she has a giant spiked bat club.
Oh yeah, and she was beating Gowry with that thing.
Yeah. And she runs her own pottery store now at the end of the third.
I saw a tail, I swear.
Yeah, and then her dragon form looks like
Dragonite.
Yeah, exactly, like Dragonite with blonde hair.
I'm waiting for that crossover. She turns into her dragon form and Ash comes out. Oh boy, the Dragonite! Get it, Pikachu!
Burn!
And Amelia says, hey, you sound like me. Are we related?
Yeah. Well,
Or dubbing.
let's see if I can summarize each of the 3 seasons as brief as possible.
Yeah.
The first season, basically, Lena kills a bandit camp, picks up some loot, just like you do in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. She picks up an Ori Halcon statue, which is an important plot device in this series, and she's getting mixed up.
Which is the Philosopher's Stone, wasn't it?
Yeah. No,
it's an obvious joke I can have there, but I'm not taking it.
Does it involve Full Metal Alchemist?
Actually, no, I was gonna say Harry Potter.
Oh, okay. That's the Sorcerer's Stone, dude.
Oh, I thought it was called Philosopher's Stone.
No, I thought it was called the Sorcerer's Stone. It's the name of the first book, dude. How could you miss that?
Well, I don't really watch him that much.
I
have too much of a life, you see.
Oh,
apologies to Harry Potter fans everywhere. I still love you.
Book's so better than Twilight. Anyway.
Any book is better than Twilight.
That is true. Any vampire...
Dude, the Star Wars Encyclopedia written by George Lucas himself is better than Twilight. Come on, get off Star Wars.
Okay. Back to Slayers. Well, anyway, she picks up the Philosopher's Stone, and she gets mixed up in this little battle between Rezo and Zelgadis for the Philosopher's Stone, which involves, the resurrection of the ruby-eyed demon Shabernigdo, but it turns out that he just wanted to cure his blindness, but then it turns out he needs to do that by resurrecting the demon. The big plot twist, the demon was sealed within his eyes.
Snap. I felt that came way too early in the series. That was sort of like the big finale, if you know what I mean. But it comes like right in the middle.
Yeah, I was expecting that whole thing to be the entire fucking series, but then it breaks off to what I'm about to mention next.